Hey, what's up YouTube? This video is going to show you how I'm going to install a fender there. And this is my fender. I got this at a auto parts, not an auto parts store. I got this from a body shop. And kind of recommend you check your local body shops, because sometimes you'll find somebody in town will actually be selling you quality parts at a good price. It's a lot better than buying off of eBay, because sometimes it gets bent in the mail and stuff like that. So I'm pretty happy with my local auto parts guy. Anyways, the fender's already removed, the old one. You got these two bolts down here. You got 3 bolts up here. And then you got a bolt here. And what you want to kind of do is look at your fender. And start off looking at what kinds of things you're dealing with. So here's those 2 bottom bolts. And these should all be splash weld stuff, and they're kind of bent up like that. This is kind of like a mounting one that should go to the plastic bracket. And then the only other ones are the 3 up top there. And one there, which I didn't show you there. And I probably have to get a screw for. Yep, right there. What I did is I shot WD-40 in all the bolt welds. And then I made sure I had screws for all of these. I'll show you what I'm going to do with these top ones. I'm going to do something a little different. So I didn't see that one till now, so all I need to do is shoot some WD-40 in there, find a bolt, make sure it threads in okay, and then I'll start this installation. Alright, so I got a bolt in there, and I just luckily it was pretty clean threads, and like I said, I shot some WD-40. Another reason why I thread the bolts in ahead of time is to make sure they fit good, and also that'll coat the threading with WD-40, and that'll cut down on corrosion. And this is, if you were to look straight on, you don't really get a good shot at that bolt. But if you open the door, it gives you a better shot from that side. And if you had to, you can swing around and hit that bolt from that side. So just wanted to show you that. So probably gonna have the door open when I do my install. Oh, before I forget, off your old fender, you want to get these little plastic clips, and you'll see when I'll pop them in when I get done. I'll probably do this last. They have an R for the right side and an L for the left side. And the way you get these out is there's like a tension clip on the front, and you just take like a needle nose pliers and squeeze these and pop this back part out first, and then go do the same thing, squeeze pliers, and that'll let you get clearance to get this clip, because this clip doesn't move. So just squeeze the back first, push down, then squeeze the front and push down, and it'll come out for you. And I don't even know, I was looking on Honda site just to curious to see how much these cost, and I couldn't even find how to order those, so hang on to those. A lot of times, another tip is when you have like a body parts to work on, hang on to your old body parts until the job's done, because like little things, if you just throw away the bad part, you might not realize that you don't get those clips with your new fender. And then you might end up finding out those might be $100 clips or something, or they don't make them anymore. Anyhow, so next all I'm going to do is kind of position this on here. Again, I'm just lining up that piece, those 2 bolts down there, that bolt. It's going to drape over the top of this and come down and anchor on that bolt. And there's not too much to this, so I'm just going to hopefully this will go on pretty easy. So anyways, I'll be back when I get that on. Okay, is this recording? So I just want to show, all I did is drape this on here, and you can see you got options here. Like if I slid this forward, which I'm not going to do because I got one hand. Oh, there it goes. So like, I can make those bolts line up. But then you got to deal with this one back here too, and then like this is not an exact match there, and it's because these things bend really easy. And I just want to show you, all I can do is drape it on there. So what I'm going to do first is put this bolt in here, and then kind of bend that forward a little bit, and put those bolts in there, then probably the bottom one, and then I'll just kind of bend this into place. And so it's not like you're just gonna, it's not like a car part where it just fits in and bolts in right where it's supposed to. And a lot of body parts are like that. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that, and I'll show you as I move along. Okay, as I'm moving along, I just realized something. See that little hole right there? And then there's also an up bolt there, which is going to go right into, I don't know if that's showing up, it's going to go right into that bracket down there. But this up bolt, or this front hole, needs to line up with the back of the headlight. So I'm going to, I took out the bolt that I had originally put in back here. I'm just going to slide this back, line up this pin right there, I don't know if that's showing up, with this hole right here, and then I'll proceed on from that. Alright, YouTube, remember how I was showing you that piece that had to fit in there? Here it is on the headlight, right there. Well, it turns out, I have a 99 Civic, and I knew that the headlights are different from 99 and 2000. If you get like a 96 through 98, the headlights are slightly different. And I bought these off of Craigslist for somebody, and they said that they were for 99, and anyways, it turns out that they're not. These are 96. One really quick way you can tell is, see how that's orange? On 99 and 2000, they will not be orange for the most part, and the other pieces, they're different, so it won't fit in there. So I got to get some headlights. Good news is these things used to be super expensive. I was looking around, and you can pick them up for like 35 bucks now. They used to be $90 to get a set of headlights, and that was a piece. So probably 50 bucks to get you two of them nowadays. So come Monday, I'll have to give my parts guy a call and see if I can pick up some headlights, which kind of really sucks. But I couldn't figure out why this was not lining up there, and I didn't want to bend it that much. This is a good reason why you want to hang on to your old parts. Here, I'll show you what I did. First thing is, I compared that, see how that cut out there, and the rest of the fender there. Well, here's my original one, and this was like an exact matchup. I could lay it right over the top of it, and so I knew I had the right fender. And on the fender itself, it said it was for a 99 to 2000, so I knew I had the right fenders. And so that only left me something going on with here, and I could not figure out. I was pretty sure I had the right headlights, and I didn't. And you can see, without it, they're bolted up just fine. And so lesson learned. So that kind of sucks. Hopefully I'll be able to sell these on Craigslist or something under the correct title. You know, like I said, this is for 96 through 98 headlights, and so I'll have to pick up some new ones. So anyways, so it went on really easy, except for this. I spent like an hour researching this whole thing out and trying to figure out what was going on. These are just an aftermarket mod that I do. Let me show you. Just go down to Home Depot. You get this thing here, so it shows up on the camera. And then, and these are the washers. And this is just a couple of cents, and I think it looks better than bolts up top. I haven't tightened these down yet, but I'm gonna here when I get done. And then one thing you want to watch, if you ever see this, this is when people open up their fender and they've like been in an accident or something, and something's pushed it too far, and when they open it, it'll crimp right there and pop the things off. So if you ever see chipped paint right there, that's what's going on, and you can see how close this will get. See, but it's not hitting. That means that's a good alignment. And this bolt here, I didn't put any of them in all the way, because that way you can adjust it around and move it if you need to. But that one's in, and then I got my two down there, they're in. So I'm pretty much done with the fender part. See how, look how close that gets. It gets scary close. In fact, so close I might move it. It's hard to tell because this door might be up a little bit, although it looks like it closes fine. So anyhow, yeah, and there's a pretty big gap when it's open, so but anyways, I guess I'll pop that in. All it is you just push that in. See if I got one here that says should be the right side. It's in now, not coming out. Anyways, that's all there is to putting that in. And so all I got left down is to tighten the bolts down. I won't make you watch me do that, but and then when I get the right headlight on, I do need to zip a bolt in the bottom here, and then that plastic piece from the headlight goes here, and then this just screws onto this bracket right here, and then you're done. The fender's pretty easy to do. So it kind of sucks because you know, as cars coming along, and I'm probably gonna, I think I'll put the fenders on and take the headlights out. Just drive it during the daytime to go get my parts, or use a different car to get my parts. But anyway, so that's pretty much done. So hopefully this video helps somebody out. You'll see it's kind of like a real time, not edited or anything. This is really what you're up against. Oh, one thing I should mention is there's no fender welds. I'll make another video. I got the fender welds, but I wanted to put the fender on first, and I'll probably take the tire off to make it easier. But you technically don't have to do that. But then it's kind of tight in there. Anyways, I hope that you like this video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, you'll see more videos as they come out. Hopefully this video helps you get your fenders on. Take it easy.